It's Week 12 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Huskies on Sunday night.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dreadnoughts of Honolulu taking on the Huskies of Chicago. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from Hawaii, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing Jones. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
With that lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass? And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. They juked him. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago! Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit. but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right out the 20.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hurts throw taken in by Slayton.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
A gain of 7. First down, Dreadnoughts.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 2.
Looking to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Dreadnoughts.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here now, a third down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Jones.
It's caught. It's Shenault again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Now an option play on second down.
Runs over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mac Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Jones throw caught by his receiver Hill. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Jones. That's caught left side by the tight end Jordan. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Huskies go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 53 yards. And the Huskies continue to pull away here this first half.
defensive fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that one too wide and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson as the first half is winding down. And the Huskies will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We saw a strong first half of play from quarterback Mac Jones. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. But this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Huskies have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. And a Honolulu first down.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dreadnoughts.
They go play action with Hurts.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Honolulu first down.
On first down, Hurts. Once again, he finds Slayton.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
19-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete to Dotson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Final minute now of the third quarter.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That one complete to Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now. They tend to leave him in.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Dreadnoughts.
Throwing is Hurts. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This one completes. It's Onion underneath.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 12. And a Honolulu 1st down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Darius Slayton from 3 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Dreadnoughts 16.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the #1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
At the 24-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Hurts.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. It fights him off.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Carl Lawson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Honolulu,
this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.